Assalamualaikum and welcome to a new video in a new series. In this playlist I'm going to call it Poetry and Calligraphy, and what we are going to do is to write some practices through writing some poetry lines, since I like poetry and since everyone needs a bit of practice. So the role here is that I will start with the order that I've uploaded the classes, which would be by order, which is Ruqa'a, Nasikh, it's Ruqa'a, Diwani, Nasikh, etc. So today is the first video and we are going to write two lines of a poem by a poet called Ahmed Bakhit. And those two lines are إِنَّا وَقَدْ نَهَبَ الظَّلَامُ نُجُومَنَا نَهْدِ الصَّبَاحَ لِمَنْ سَيَأْتِي بَعْدَنَا. So let's start. Inna, so we've got an alif here. Now before we start we should measure 3 points of height so that we could wrap our heads around the scale. Inna, gonna use this noon and immediately with an alif. Now the dot for the Ruqa'a is like a rectangular, not a straight, not a square. Gonna make this here. Inna waqad waw qaf dal. Now the quick way of doing the end dal and waw could work if you had a small pen, but for big pens I prefer just to make it slow so that it would fit perfectly. Inna waqad nahaba. Now here we have a noon and a ha, which will start with the end of the dal. Going to do this noon, putting it quite high because here I'm going to use this ha. Again, this ha is based on a ha and a fa. Then adding the ba. الظلام. إنا وقد نهب الظلام. I could have the alif for the الظلام up here. And don't forget to give yourself some space for the dha down here. And again, with regards to the space, you could have it joint or make it a bit closed like this one. Now here I've dropped a bit below the line, which will be a bit troublesome for the lam alif. So it would be better to raise the dha of the lam, to raise this kind of a half a point. Bit more, so instead of having this look like this, the alif would come up here. Al-Zalam. Now the meme, this is another letter that you need to keep an eye on, which is the distance after the head. It has to be proper, it has to be long, 3 points, and the going down here is thin, and it is perpendicular to this angle. Inna wa in nahaba al-dhalamu nujumana. Now with regards to the nujum, you could eye it with the nahab so that they both look like the same height, and the jim. we've got the waw. نجومنا ميم نون ألف. So you could ask, how high should I start with the meme? Again, you start sort of estimate how much drop you will have because you have a meme and a letter after it. So you would lift it up half a point. So this is the first part of the line. إنا وقد نهب الظلام نجومنا نهدي الصباح لمن سيأتي بعدنا. So we, even if darkness still our stars, we still gift the light and the daylight for those who, for the generation coming after us. It's kind of an uplifting poem in a way. Nahdi or Nuhdi, I'm going to use the same noon ha combination, which is this one, along with the ha. Remember, in the naskh, you don't have 2 points, and this starts from here. This is quite long. So for the ya, you would do it this way. This is too much of a drop. Nuhdil sabah. Again, alif. You'll notice that I've lifted this alif a lot higher than the one in Ad-Dhalam because I don't want to have the same issue. Sad ba alif. The ha, which again should be high up here. نهدي الصباح لمن سيأتي بعدنا. لام ميم, and I'm going to use this noon, the normal shape. سيأتي, since I have a ya, I would prefer to use the straight seam. Ya. بعدنا. There's a ain after the ba, so I'm going to lift this up here. And I'm going to lift the noon up here. The reason I did this is because I wanted to sort of end with the upper part. Now the dot for the ba, I could put it down here or inside here or down here. I think I will simply put it here, although it might make things a bit confusing. So here we've got 2 lines, and it's basically, as you can see here, إنا وإن نهب الظلام نجومنا نهدي الصباح لمن سيأتي بعدنا. Now the poetry itself, or the poem, it's a bit long, So it starts هون عليك فلا هناك ولا هنا وجها لوجه قل لموتك ها أنا ضع عنك عبئك والق خصمك باسما فعلى جسارته يهاب لقاؤنا إن لم يكن في العمر إلا ساعة علم حياتك كيف نكرم موتنا لا تنتظر خصما أقل بسالة وارفع جبينك مثل ما عودتنا تتبرج الدنيا ونكسر كبرها ونقول يا حمقاء غري غيرنا لا نستجير من الجراح وإنما من فرط نخوتنا نجير جراحنا لم يرتفع جبل أمام عيوننا إلا لنرفع فوقه أكتافنا إنا وقد نهب الظلام نجومنا نهدي الصباح لمن سيأتي بعدنا في زفرة الفرس الأخيرة قبلما يأتي اعتذار الموت عن موت المنى and etc. It continues on. You should look it up and look for the meanings of the lines, but for this video we just wrote those two lines, and I will keep doing this inshallah to share some practices with you, and instead of me just messing around with the ink I would actually do something beneficial out of it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this series, the playlist, would be beneficial for those who are looking for practices. Like, share and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.